Hello everyone, hello, and welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. So, this happens, my voice is probably gonna be a bit weird. Because I got COVID. Oh, that's the thing. It's not a bad case of COVID, but still. I'm gonna have to isolate myself for a while. I can still play games. Even though maybe the streams are not gonna be as long though. Especially if I have to read. I don't know what the voice is. It's gonna be weird. But well, let's try it. Okay. Witness, state your name and occupation. Oh yeah, my name is Joan Carter. I'm a juror and such like. Wait, that's not her occupation? It sounds like even she doesn't know if she's a housewife or a maid or what anymore. The court has decided your testimony is required in order to clarify matters in this case. Do you understand, madam? Oh, yes, my lord. You will tell the court everything that took place in your household in the evening in question. And I warn you, do not attempt to hide the truth. Oh dear me. Chin up, Joni. Nothing to worry about now. Oh, it's Mr. Gardner. Oh, I didn't know you were here, John. Was it only you in the room that day, old thing, was it? What's he doing here? Where's his chair? Or rather, I think I ought to testify as well, don't you? Oh, but what about your niece, dear? She looks so much younger than him. Don't worry about that. I only notice it. I'm not the sort of chap to leave a comrade to face disciplinary action alone. Oh, John. I presume you're Mr. John Garritup. Yes, sir. Former second lieutenant of the 3rd Regiment of the 4th Northumberland Fusiliers, sir. Northumberland? Northumberland. Seen my fair share of action, and now living the quiet life, as it were. The quiet life where you're not engaged in an incendiary battle with your spouse on the day in question. Well, yeah, quite. I believe these men represent a first in the proud history of the British court. Calling a juror to the witness stand is unprecedented. However, the court will hear your testimony now, juror number 4, and that of your husband. You will recount clearly and concisely the events in your home at the time of the incident in question. Oh, sir, at once. Oh dear. Witness testimony. The Battle of Gaideb. Yes, on the day you're referring to, the wife and I did have a bit of a skirmish. Can't recall the reason now. Knocked a candlestick over and set fire to the carpet. Soon had it out though and got the window open. Oh, meanwhile, I was picking up whatever I could find to throw at him. Plenty of knives around our place. Can't say I'd notice if 1 or 2 weren't missing, I'm afraid. If that bally thing in the victim's back really was one of ours, you'll have a job proving it. Proving it, I think. It sounds as though it was quite the battlefield in your household that evening. Although an entirely one-sided assault, it seems. The enemy caught us on the top, sir. Had no choice but to dig in and take defensive measures. To be honest, if the enemy had kept shelling us for another minute, we'd have been toast. Of course, a veteran such as myself is only too aware that on every battlefield you're just a gnat's whisker from death at any moment. Are we still talking about a magic quarrel here? Oh, well, I must say I'm dubious that this testimony will shed any light on the origin of this jackknife. Combat one's focus narrows, such that surroundings are barely noticed. These witnesses may not be able to offer anything more than they have testified already. This may be a dead end. Van Zieks may well be right. Oh well, whatever the chances, we only have this last cross-examination to uncover the truth. Naruhodo-san. Yes, I'm afraid so. Very well, Counsel. Begin your cross-examination. All right. The Battle of Gaideb. Oh, yes, on the day you're referring to, the wife and I did have a bit of a skirmish. Can't recall the reason now. Hold it! The reason is what you told us yesterday, I believe. Oh, yes, that's right. If I remember correctly, it all started because of a note that was stuck into the pages of a book belonging to Mr. Gaideb. A rather passionate note, in fact. But Mrs. Gaideb found the note, discovering her husband's secret. Oh, and she gave him a mighty number of slaps across the face for it too. What a sordid state of affairs. Hell on earth. I say, when a chap says he can't recall such things, it's got decency not to drag it all up. And besides, half of it was wide of the mark, anyway. Is she gonna burn him with the tea? No. Likely story. These waters run very deep. What transpired next, after this multiple blows to the face? Knocked a candlestick over and set fire to the carpet. Soon had it out, though, and got the window open. Hold it! And then the fire also spread to some items of furniture, didn't it? The bookcase, my armchair, anything of mine, really. Just so happens there was some bath water around that evening, so I stressed that about to put it out. Most precarious situation you put yourself in. Ours is a 3-story townhouse on the west side of the street, where the water main isn't connected yet. Oh yeah. Have to draw water from a public water pump during the day if you need any, you see. Oh, the lodgers are always moaning that they can't get any water at night. Although, that little mustached Japanese man buys water in bottles, I believe. The defendant? Mr. Natsume, you mean? Oh yes, he received the stipends for his studies, you know, from his own country. Can you imagine being able to brew a pot of tea at all hours? He's obviously very well off. Have you actually seen the state of the man? Oh, I believe he used all of his income to buy books. Oh, well, anyway, the point is, I was able to douse the fire with water, fortunately enough. Meanwhile, I was picking up whatever I could find to throw at him. Even though the room was on fire? as far as I was concerned at the time, it was more important to extinguish my anger than the flames. When a woman must throw, she must throw. That is most certainly not true of Susato Takedown. Naruhodo-san. How did she know I was thinking that? She's reading our mind, remember? So, please cast your mind back and try to remember. Was a knife among the items that you threw at your husband that day? Well, in all honesty, I don't recall. But I feel I must point out that I'm no monster. Let me see. Some bread, cabbage, garlic, a towel, and a sponge, a napkin. What's that, Mr. Gaidab?
Excuse me.
Do you have something to add, sir? Mr. Gaidab. Don't shoot. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Did your wife's remarks just now bring something to mind? Oh, nothing of any significance, no. Just that the barrage of projectile as the old thing launched in my direction was somewhat more solid than she implies. Books, bricks, and a fire poker, I seem to recall. Ouch. And the woman's aim is uncanny. She landed and directed with every... Oh, she's burning him again. Good grief, woman. We're not at home now. This is a quarter low. Oh, dearie me. Ever so sorry, dear. What's she even doing with the teapot in here? Honestly, John, I would never have thrown those things at you, obviously. Well, I'll take a look at this then. How do you suppose that happened, no? Your pipe, sir? Had the thing in my hand as usual at the time of the onslaught. Knocked it clean out of with one of her soft projectiles, she did, yes. And when I went to pick the thing up, it was broken in two. I'd like to see a sponge do that sort of damage. I see. Your pipe was broken. No, it couldn't. It would never have been sent flying unless it was hit by something pretty solid. Anyway, I've managed to bandage the thing up for now. Oh, you are one to exaggerate, aren't you, dear? I wonder what I should make of this account. It is significant. It could be important. The defense believes Mr. Gaidab's remarks just now to be of great significance.
Objection.
These war veterans' words only tell us one thing. Betray a fair wife and pipes, as well as hearts, may be broken. Sentimental wisdom, perhaps, but hardly worthy of adding to the formal testimony. Indeed, common sense, one may say. Might one? Oh, in that case, would you at least permit us to examine the pipe, sir? Well, I don't see why not. Oh, dear me, there you go again, trying to ingratiate yourself with a young lady. Very well, the court will accept the gentleman's pipe as evidence. The pipe has been entered into the court records. Okay, we have to look at that. Oh, I hope I didn't speak out of turn. Naruhodo-san. No, of course not. I was feeling rather disappointed for you that your request was turned down. I know it's fine. Don't worry. Thanks to Sato-san, we have some new evidence to work with. We should examine it more carefully. Let's do that right now. Oh, it's been... Oh, what's that? Oh, something just took me inside the chamber of the pipe there. Wait a second. Can you imagine if real life trials were like that, where you get to examine the evidence in real time? That would make great TV. Oh yes, I saw it. There's something stuck in there, I think. Well, let's turn it over and give it a shake. What's this? It's a tiny fragment. Oh, it's a tiny fragment of metal. It looks like the tip of a blade or something. The tip of a blade? Surely it couldn't be. The fragment of metal has been inserted to the court record. Ooh, yes. And there's a small nick out of the bowl here. Look, it appears to have been made relatively recently. How does he know that? And see how there are little scraps and dents all over it? It's clearly a well-loved pipe. Oh yes, you're right. I don't know how you could see that, but it seems to me recently that being well-loved goes hand in hand with getting some bad scars. This particular nick is catching my eye though, because it's clearly new. What about that? Oh, it looks to be in a sorry state with that bandage around it, doesn't it? But for some reason, it feels slightly ominous to me, like he's trying to shout out a warning. Probably because it's the same blue as Mr. Gaidev's dressing gown. Oh, I suppose it must have considerable sentimental value to Mr. Gaidev, given that he's gone to the trouble of repairing it like this. Either that, or I can't afford to replace it. I don't think there's anything else to look at. But we've got our fragment of metal. Oh, this is a tiny piece of metal that we found in the chamber of Mr. Gaidev's pipe. It looks like the tip of a blade or something. The tip of a blade? Can we combine objects in this? Oh, is something wrong, Naruto-san? Naruto-san? I don't really know. There's just something niggling me, but I can't quite put my finger on what it is. Oh, perhaps in that case, it would be wise to examine some of the other pieces of evidence again. Maybe we should do that, yeah. Let's look at the knife. Open sesame. There's no tip. There's no tip. Oh, look here. No, just at the tip. A small piece of the blade appears to be missing. Oh, wait. Part of it is missing? Wait a sec. Part of it is missing? I don't know if you would put a contraction here. Oh well. I could be wrong, but I've got a feeling. You remember this? Oh, that's the tiny fragment of metal that we found inside Mr. Gaidev's pipe. Oh, hey, missus. How you doing? Better than me, I hope. Yes, and just maybe. Oh my, it's a perfect fit. That could be better. I got COVID. But it's not a serious case of COVID, so it's alright. But it's about alright. Not too bad. But I got to quarantine myself. So that's that. Yeah, as I said, there's too many people. It's mostly annoying because kind of feel like I have the flu, and I got to be especially careful about what I do, especially outside. If I ever go outside, so it's annoying. Yeah, fair enough. Somehow, I just know it. Yeah, it's the perfect fit. You don't say. Well, thank you for that rebuttal, Mr. Gaidab. Now, if we could return to the crux of the matter. What can you tell the court about the knife used to attack the victim? I don't, Mrs. Have you caught up with the previous streams? Because we're trying to defend Mr. Natsume here, and we found out that the Scotland Yard Bobby moved the body of the woman who was stabbed. Well, she's not a body. She's still a woman. She's alive. Because he didn't want the woman to be in his jurisdiction, because he had to celebrate his first anniversary of marriage, and that's why everything was inconsistent on what happened. And now we know that everything is linked to the guy that's fighting in their apartment. So she had a knife in her back, and so what can I presume happened is the wife threw a lot of things to her husband, and the windows were open, so stuff fell down to the ground, and she saw a book on the floor. She went down. Well, she just bent down to grab it, and she received a knife in the back. But I gotta say, I don't think it would put her in the hospital. But well, you know, it's a game. But we're gonna make sure what happens. What happened more exactly. Well, what? Plenty of knives around the place. Can't say yet notice if one or two went missing, I'm afraid. Hold it! Sorry, would you care to elaborate? Nothing to say, really. Rather partial to a spot of carving, you see? Pipes and whatnot. Fishing tackle. You know the sort of thing. I don't know the sort of thing. Oh, it's a passion we both share. I like to carve little wooden trinkets too. And then there's my leather work. Sorry to say that we're always losing knives about the place, and we have dozens of the things. Really? Oh, they sell them at the market sometimes. 20 for the price of 19. Needless to say, that's not them up. 20 for the price of 19. How many knives do they own? I mean, okay, you can misplace a few, but after a while, if you have, I mean, a knife literally in every corner of your house, and maybe you don't need more. Joan prefers to use 2 knives at meal times too, instead of a knife and fork. Wait, what? How does that work? How does it work? Oh, no, Joan. We don't want people thinking I'm some kind of silent. Ah! Here we go again with the scalding. Why are they being so evasive? It's because they don't want to believe it. They can't bear the thought that it might have been one of the knives that injured the victim. Which is entirely understandable, of course, but still. Go on with your testimony, witnesses. Sir, if that bold thing in the victim's back really was one of ours, you'll have a job proving it, I think. So you have no intention of admitting it was your knife, unless we can produce proof. What do you say to that? Even though there is no other credible possibility if Mr. Natsume is innocent. Objection! You forget, my Nipponese friend, that it has yet to be established that the accused is not responsible for the attack. As if I could forget. If only there was some way to know who had handled the knife. I suppose wizardry like that is just a dream. Ah, perhaps you're thinking of fingerprinting. Naruhodo-san. What? You mean it's not a dream? That sort of wizardry really exists? Oh, whenever people do anything, they leave behind a unique pattern from the skin, or so they say. But I can't see anything. There are already countries in the world where these so-called fingerprints can be used as evidence. Lord Strongheart is currently discussing the matter at the Ministry of Justice. Oh yes, I believe we are rapidly approaching an era of scientific methods of this investigation. Oh, but for now, we shall have to find an alternative method of proving our assertion. That this knife found in the victim's back was originally in Mr. and Mrs. Gaidev's house. Wait, if there's no tip to the blade, how did it get into... Oh, well, it could get into the back of someone. If only I could transplant this whole incident to several years in the future. Ah, that's the extent of such testimony, is it? Oh, what do you think? Naruhodo-san. Well, I think we've heard all this before, to be honest. I can't say I'm particularly confident that we'll be able to prove anything new from this testimony. Oh, but in this cross-examination, it's absolutely essential that we establish how this knife came to be at the scene of the incident. Yes, I know. I'm sure both of them must be feeling very worried. Worried that it was in fact a knife belonging to one of them that caused the victim's injury. If we could find even a tiny shred of evidence to support that theory. A tiny shred, that's interesting. That's what we have. If it clears this trial for us, it would explain everything. Oh yes, it would. So, for Soseki-san's sake, we must find that last crucial piece of evidence. Okay. Let's go to the end of it. I'm gonna present something to you, Mr. Gaideb. Let's see what you have to say about that. Oh wait, I'm gonna save because you know what? I'm like that. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be alright, but yeah, you never know. Present. Mr. Gaideb, could I ask you to take a good look at this, please? You can ask, but I can't see a bold thing. What am I looking at? You can't? You used to call me Dead-Eye Deb. Back in the regiment, of course. But that was some time ago now. Even when I'm trying to enjoy a large print book by the fire these days, I struggle to tell a B from a D and a P from a Q, to be honest. Man, you need glasses. Don't they have glasses in the 19th century? Oh, he does. Dearie me, it's rather worrying being asked about every other letter in every other word. You must stay very dizzy. What is that? A tiny scrap of metal? Yes, almost certainly from the tip of a blade. Uh-huh. And what may appear first to be just a tiny scrap is in fact a crucial piece of evidence. Interesting. And where did the defense come by this evidence? It was lodged in the chamber of Mr. Gaidev's pipe. Oh, my pipe, you say? By Jove, I wonder how that got there. And what precisely does this fragment of metal signify, Counsel? Are you suggesting that it is in some way related to the matter of the stabbing on Briar Road? I am. What? When put together with another piece of evidence already in the court record. I believe this tiny fragment of metal will unravel the whole truth in this case, my lord. His ass is burnt out. You appear rather confident in that extraordinary statement, Counsel. Very well, then, present the pertinent evidence to the court. What evidence, when paired with this fragment of metal, allegedly reveals the truth of this entire case? The knife, of course.
Take that!
This is a knife that was found in the victim's back. If you look closely, you will see that there is a small piece of the tip of the blade that is missing. A common issue with the inferior blades sold at unsavory street markets. Criminals who use them regularly leave the tips lodged in their victims' bones. And what of this particular knife? No doubt its tip has suffered a similar fate now, languishing somewhere near the spine of the victim.
Objection!
No, that's not the case. The tip of this particular knife blade is the very fragment of metal we discovered in the chamber of Mr. Gaidev's pipe. It's a very long phrase for such a reveal. Good grief, Lord Van Dix. He's been stabbed by the truth. I don't believe it. The knife from the crime scene and this fragment of metal. A perfect match. A perfect match. Oh, good golly gosh. Order. Is this some sort of Eastern sorcery? This is no magic, my lord. This is a miracle. Oh, a miracle? So Van Zieks has figured it out, has he? Counsel, explain this extraordinary coincidence at once. Yeah, it's a very weird coincidence, isn't it? Yes, my lord. The crucial point we have to ask ourselves here is when did the fragment of metal find its way inside Mr. Gaidev's pipe? Oh, something that was clarified for us in the most recent witness testimony. Had this thing in my hand as usual at the time of the onslaught. Knocked it out clean with one of her soft projectiles, she did. Yes. It would never have been sent flying unless it was hit by something pretty solid. Oh dear. Oh dear me. During the argument between these two, that occurred just as the victim was on the pavement below, Mrs. Gaidev flung this knife at her husband. Mrs., do you throw knives at your husband? I hope not. However, the knife missed Mr. Gaidev, instead striking the pipe in his hand at the time, which caused the tip to break off, of course. Oh, good lord. Yes, and that is when the tiny tip of the blade found its way inside Mr. Gaidev's pipe. The chances of that are 1,000,000 to 1. And yet, there's no other credible explanation for how the tip of the blade ended up in your pipe. Then, after losing its tip, the knife ricocheted off the pipe and flew out the open window. Oh. In short, this knife, which fell from the window of the Gaidev's house, is the very same knife that struck the victim in the middle of the back on the street below. Oh gosh, oh dear, oh no! Oh, she's got a box under her feet.
Objection.
A full body theory, I'll give you that. Huh? A complex bouquet of seemingly trivial points, plausibly arranged to create an almost passable vintage. Allow me to toast my learned friend's characteristically Nipponese approach to battling his argument. Sorry, what? But after all, it is just a theory. The bottle, I fear, is corked. Because you see, it's spoiled by an insurmountable inconsistency. Oh yeah, he's gonna say, if there's no tip, how can it have stabbed the woman? But well, it's metal, you really should work. And insurmountable. What? Lord Van Six, explain yourself. What is this inconsistency you claim to have identified? What's funny? What's funny? An inconsistency of the simplest nature, my lord. The victim was found with a knife planted in the middle of her back. Oh yes, in her... Oh. Oh, that's right. You silly little man. No, Joel, old thing. What are you getting so excited about? Let us consider the basic facts of the case once more. The victim was walking along the pavement before being stabbed in the back and falling to the ground. If the knife had struck her, that struck her had fallen from above. There's no possible way it could have planted itself into the victim's back. Yeah, she was grabbing the book on the floor. Order. Oh, quite right, you see. That's exactly right. If the knife had fallen on her from above, it would have struck her on the top of her head. Well, It's lost for word. Look, I knew it. I never liked this theory in the first place. Oh, I don't know though. What really did happen? It would appear the defense has made rather a spectacular blunder. If a theory has even one inconsistency, it cannot stand. Your theory, my learned friend, is history. Oh, we were so close. I could see the truth. Missus, I've seen that if you're watching on mobile, if you close the other applications that are running on your phone, it might reduce the latency, but I don't know if it's gonna work. I was so sure we were on the right track. Well, that said, you answered quite quickly, so I don't know. Oh, but now the way has been blocked completely by just one simple inconsistency. It's not an inconsistency, it was just bending down. Or in other words... Oh, we simply need to eliminate that one inconsistency, and the theory will stand. Oh, Susato-san! Always so optimistic. Oh, you mustn't worry, Naruhodo-san. You were just caught off guard, that's all. And your mind went blank. But if the path you were on is indeed correct, then a way will present itself. Ah, she's very nice, but I think it's my internet. It's slow some days. Oh, really? Oh. Can you get an upgrade? I don't know. She's so very traditionally feminine in a Japanese way. Oh, the key to this is in the court record, I'm sure. All the information you need is there. What? It seems you have nothing to say, my Nipponese friend. Well, your silence speaks volumes. A tacit acceptance that your theory is fatally flawed.
Objection!
He looks very confident in what he's going to say. This inconsistency does not mean what? It means that I need to sharpen my mind and dig deeper for the truth. It's a test. Yes. Made noise while hitting the desk. Yes. If the knife fell on the victim from above, there's no way that it could have hit her in the middle of her back. Under normal circumstances, that is. What are you implying? Counsel. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can explain this inconsistency. That can explain how the knife that fell from above could have pierced the victim's back. We already have the answer. Oh, goodness. Utter madness. Surely this must be the last time. Counsel, present the evidence of which you speak. All right. We know what it is. It's the book. Oh, this is the last inconsistency. The final piece of the puzzle. If I can successfully make sense of this, the truth will be laid bare at last. The evidence that explains how the falling knife became lodged in the victim's back is the book, the fourth book.
Take that!
This, the fourth book found at the scene. This is the final piece of evidence the defense will present. The burnt book? Oh, is that not Mr. Gaita's book? Yes, and to understand its significance, we have to consider how it came to be at the scene in the first place. This photographic print clearly shows the book in question, and the victim holding it in her hand. But as we all know now, it was the police constable that put the book between her fingers like that. Oh, I love his face like that. Oh, he's so cute. Quite so, as part of his wholesale transplanting of this crime scene to the opposite side of the road. That's true. However, as part of his testimony, Constable Beat made an extremely enlightening statement on that point. But what made you place that book in the victim's hand? Oh, well, sir, that's because that's how I found it, sir. When we first ran over the scene, the victim was already holding the book. So, when I moved everything, I made sure it was still in her hand. That, sir? In other words, the victim had already picked the book up of her own volition. And clearly, that must have been before she suffered the knife wound. Well, yeah, of course. Oh, well, I should say so. After being attacked with a knife, I don't imagine she'd have been doing much of anything. Especially considering she wasn't conscious at all. So the question becomes, why did the victim have that book in her hand? By Jingo. By Jingo? What? Jingo? I think I'm beginning to see what may have happened now. Oh dearie me, I see as well. We know that the book fell from the top floor of the Gaidab's household into the pavement below. At precisely the moment that the victim was walking past. Yes, at exactly that moment. The young woman was walking along the street in the light fog, when all of a sudden, a book fell right in front of her. Oh, the book got through. Yes, Mrs. Gardner. And what do you think the woman did? What would you do if you were walking along and suddenly a book landed in front of you on the pavement? Oh, well, I really can't imagine it. But I suppose she might have reached down. Oh, she looks so cute, this woman. And picked the book up. Yes, that's exactly what the woman in fact did. She picked up the book. Oh, heavens! And when the woman reached down to pick the fallen book up, what position would her back have been in? Oh no. That's right, facing the sky, completely and utterly defenseless. Oh, she should have worn her back armor. Then, in the very next moment, while the woman was still bent over picking up the book. No! Oh, I hope she's okay. The next subject fell from the room above, the jackknife, straight into the middle of her back. And at that same time, walking by chance directly behind Miss Green, was the defendant, Mr. Sasaki Natsume. Oh, well, I never... It appeared to Mr. Natsume that the woman simply collapsed on the floor. In the dark and the fog, he didn't see the knife falling on her from above. Oh. And from the other direction, the constable and his wife saw no one but the victim and her apparent attacker. Oh, so there never was a real culprit to run from the scene in the first place. Exactly. No, this was nothing more than a series of unlikely events that culminated in an unfortunate accident. And that is the real truth behind this case. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Gaidab, They're speechless. Oh, the very first time you showed me that knife, I had my suspicions. I wondered if perhaps it might have been something like that. Oh, there they all been. Oh, poor Mrs. Gotep. Oh, of course, I never meant for anything of the sort to happen, but, you know, it was all my fault, wasn't it? I take responsibility. I let my anger get the better of me and threw that book. And I threw the knife as well. Double L. Lol. Double lol. John, dear. It's all right, I knew. Oh, I'm ever so sorry. Truly. I'm sorry. What? Oh, is that the, the dashing young lad he once was? His ass has been burned out. Lord Van so what news of Mrs. Gotep? Her face is so round. It is. She's been taken to the infirmary. It would appear that today's events had left her in an especially flustered state. However, I believe she will recover in due course. There is no cause for concern. Oh yes, unbeknownst to themselves, they caused that what could easily have been a terrible tragedy. They shall have to prepare themselves for the consequences of their actions. There is some good news, however, my lord. I have just had words from the hospital where the victim is being treated. Her condition is improving steadily, and the doctor believes she will regain consciousness soon. Oh, it's strange. We've been talking about the victim all this time, but we've never once met her. Ah, how wonderful. The woman is out of danger, it seems. Yes, that is good news. So, Mr. Sasaki Natsume. Wait, what? Me? Yes? Yes? On behalf of my fellow countrymen, I would like to take this opportunity to beg your pardon, sir. You came from your distant eastern homeland to study our great British culture, and have been repaid with immeasurable unkindness. Please accept our heartfelt apologies. Well, I don't know. No, it's me who should be begging your pardon. Wait, what? Oh no. Mr. Natsume. Well, that evening, when the young woman just collapsed on the pavement before my eyes, I jumped to the wrong conclusion again in my confusion. What conclusion, sir? I was sure that the woman was dead. Oh, yes, Constable Beats said the same thing, didn't he? He thought she had been killed too. I suppose she must have looked completely lifeless. It's been a year since I arrived in Great Britain now, but I still can't get used to life here. I can't relax. I'm sure there are evil spirits lurking in the fog, like they're haunting me. Wait, is this guy Lovecraft? Japanese Lovecraft? poor Sasaki-san. His imagination really has got the better of him. Ah, yes, poor man. So, when it happened, I thought the young woman had been taken by the fog spirits. Oh, I should never have dropped my books like that and run away. Oh, I should have called for help, for a doctor, for the police. Instead, I've managed to create a rift in the relationship of trust between our two empires. And for that, I am truly sorry. Oh, it's not your fault, Sasaki-san. Wait a sec. One could indeed say that some sort of mysterious spirit has been at work here, I think. One that created a chain of unfortunate mishaps. We were befooled by the spirit and led to false conclusions. But thanks to Lord Van Zeeks and our young lawyer here from the east, mostly me, I'm gonna say, that chain has now been broken and the spirit exorcised. I heartily commend you both. Oh. Now then, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Oh, yes, my lord. In concluding this trial, I must ask one last time for your decisions regarding the defendant's culpability. Are you ready to present your findings to the court? As the foreman of this jury, I can assure you we've reached a fair and just conclusion. I do declare the truth can be extremely cruel at times. Well, I didn't suspect the woman next to me, that's for sure. Oh, I knew the man was innocent all along. Wait. Oh, sitting in for the old beat while she's out of action. You know, but I know what her decision would be. Or does this mean I'll finally be able to get out of here and start work? What's about time? Oh, I say I'll have a corker of a story to tell the grandchildren when I get home, won't I? Very well, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I hereby demand your final decision. Mr. Foreman.
Not guilty.
Not guilty. Repeat after me.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Yeah. There we have it. Very well, Mr. Sasaki Natsume. I hereby pronounce you guilty. Oh, sorry. I always do that. Not guilty. Yeah. Fireworks inside the courtroom. Ah, that's a nice touch. And finally, Mr. Natsume. Oh, yes, Lord, sir. You are now a free man once more. It is my hope that you will continue to further your education in British culture. And may you never again be brought before me. Yes, sir, of course. All my life, I swear I never set foot in a courtroom again. I'm transported to tears. Oh, thank you, counsels. Court is adjourned. "20th of February, 3:17 p.m. The Old Bailey, defendant's antechamber." Oh, locum. Oh. Wait, you mean me? Of course! Is there another locum here? Oh, is there even one? Oh, compared to the original locum student, Mr. Naruto Esquire, your name has become rather short, hasn't it? What's wrong with using my actual name? Oh, at last. Oh, at last, I'm free, I'm free. Joyful, joyous, jubilant, jubilation. Heady, hearty, happiness, hooray! Oh, I am pleased. Mr. Natsume is delighted. Would it be so hard just to say that there? Oh, look whom you did it. You saved me from the brink. Well, what happened to the poor woman? It was in no way your fault after all. I'm just glad everyone can see that now. Oh, no, not that. Lovely, loyal, locum liar. Yeah? I mean, as I said before, I've just never got used to life here. I've never just got used to life here in Great Britain. Every time I look over my shoulder, I see foreigners, I see towering brick buildings. And from high up windows, I see them looking down on me laughing. Oh, look at this little hunchback. Oh, this man. Oh dear, I'm sure it's holding your head, Mr. Natsume. Natsume-sama. But today, you locum lawyer gave my gloom the boot. What? You stood firm behind that baronial bench before those babbling British. You battled to the bitter end, laying bare the baffling truth. And when I beheld the blinding fireworks among the beam of the Bailey's roof, I bellowed, "Behold the best barrister ever born!" Oh, well, that's very flattering, and we are very pleased for you. Oh, this has given me a wonderful anecdote to recount to my old friends back in Japan. An anecdote? Is that what's to become of all my hard work? Ah, there you are, my dear fellows. Oh, I apologize for keeping you waiting. I rose late this morning. Oh, Mr. Sholmes, what a pleasure to see you. I see I'm here not a moment too soon. A disaster has been averted, I'm glad to say. Very perceptive, Mr. Sholmes. Oh. The trial shall begin presently, Naruhodo-san. And I wish you the very best of luck. Wait, what? It's just finished. What? No! Then my haste was in vain? Ah! It's you! Hey, look, Sholmes! Oh, have we met, sir? Ah, this is Mr. Natsume. The man you had arrested, Mr. Sholmes. Oh, I see. I failed to recognize you at first. Our previous encounter has taken place in the gloom. Either your bleak lodgings or that prison cell. I simply couldn't place that cursed face. In the light. Ah, charming. He's supposed to be very observant, this guy. This is all your fault. Look, Sholmes. You're the reason I had to go through this terrible ordeal. I'm going to give you a piece of my mind. Oh, sorry. Oh, my apologies, sir. But I assure you, I have placed you now. You're the fellow who abandoned that poor young lady and ran off, are you not? Ah? Had she been taken to a hospital more urgently? I feel perhaps she would have regained consciousness by now. Oh. But it was unavoidable, I'm sure. We are but human, after all. Anyone would have been shaken by such an experience. I do feel very badly about how I behaved. Ah, well, never mind. Now then, what was it that you wanted to say to me, sir? Oh, nothing. Ha 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 ha! Priceless. Oh, I'm sorry, really? But that was quite priceless. Oh, poor Sasaki-san. Still, on the bright side, you've had an extremely entertaining experience without paying a penny. And it would seem you were not even found guilty. Oh, but there is a bright side. Oh, whatever do you mean, Mr. Natsume? Oh, even after this, I'm still cursed by the spirits and now by the Reaper. Ah, Don Van Zeeks. I haven't forgotten, what facing that man in court means. Even if you're found not guilty, you're still doomed. It will all be all right, Mr. It will all be all right, Mr. Natsume. Oh, if the Reaper appears trying to make trouble, I will protect you. Hiya! What? With a perfectly executed Susato takedown. Why did she have to demonstrate that on me? Much as I like being turned on my head, a bit of warning might be nice next time. Son. So, Tsume-sama, what do you intend to do now? You mentioned something about recounting your experiences to your friends back in Japan? Yes. I intend to return to my homeland soon. Oh. It has already been a year since I arrived here in Great Britain. I've visited universities, libraries, and bookshops. I've been honored with the tutelage of professors. I've learned so much about the wealth of literature here, and the city has shaped. And I've come to realize that it is my calling to sail home and tell my fellow countrymen about it. Oh, that's very touching, Tsume-sama. Or perhaps, in less field terms, you wish to withdraw halfway around the world to escape the terror of the Reaper's curse. Well, that's not it at all. And the more I learn of literature, the more this strange feeling glows at my inside. I feel compelled to return to my roots and attempt to pen a work of my own. Oh, I see. A work of literature by Soseki-san. Could be an interesting read. And what about Mrs. Sato and yourself, Mr. Naruhodo? Sorry, what? What about us? Will you return to Japan alongside your moustache compatriot? Why would we? A week has not yet passed since we arrived in London. And only now does it feel as though we have finally found our feet. And you are accommodated in a hotel at present, are you not? That's right, but we need to find lodgings before it bankrupts us. Oh, we're gonna go live with him. Oh, that would be awesome. Oh, I've calculated we can only afford another 10 nights before our entire budget is exhausted. She looks rather, not too disturbed about this fact. Oh, well then, you could take my lodgings. Oh, the windowless room? That's a nice offer, but, but what it lacks in windows, it more than makes up for with a floor, a ceiling, and walls. Ah, I just put it like that. Great. Yeah, great. And of course, I'd be happy to leave behind the cursed evil spirit. Oh my, an evil spirit? Oh yes. It tries to suffocate you while you sleep. It's an infallible wake-up call. We'll think about it. That's alright with you. We'll call you. Perhaps I can offer a more welcome alternative. Would you consider taking lodging with me? Oh, yes. Yes, I would love that. I would love that. Oh, really? Well, a vacancy has conveniently presented itself. Though it is up to in the attic, I must add. Are you sure this isn't just a storage loft? I spoke with the landlady this very morning on the matter of price, and Iris is cleaning the room as we speak. Wait. You must come at once. I presume you have no luggage to speak of? Oh, this is simply wonderful. What an honor to be invited to taking lodgings in the great detective's office. Attic? I'm too overcome for words. So, suggesting we look elsewhere is out then. Then it's settled. Iris will prepare a welcome dinner with this evening. And you must come too, Mr. Natsume. I insist. I don't know what to say, but thank you. And yes. Wonderful. Then I go and complete the paperwork for your formal release, Mr. Natsume. It shan't take long. Somebody's happy. Hello, Locum. I knew that you would let me down. I'm truly delighted to have met you here in London. Oh, likewise, Mr. Natsume. It's been a privilege meeting you too. It's a shame that we're going to have to say goodbye to so soon, though. So soon. Oh well, I've come to realize that I belong in Japan. But Locum, we'll meet again one day. Yes, I'm sure. And hopefully by then, I'll be a successful lawyer. Are we gonna meet this man again? I wonder, is he supposed to have significance in the series? I don't know. Hopefully by then, I'll be a successful author. Oh, well, my dear fellow, our carriage appears to have arrived. Shall we go, Mr. Naruhodo? Oh, yes, Mr. Sholmes. Have little doubt Mr. Natsume will be released in time for dinner this evening. That said, you know, the Britain, they do have dinner very, very early. And so, with Soseki-san's innocence successfully established, we rode with Mr. Sholmes to what was to become our new home, 221B, Baker Street. Oh dear. 20th of February, 4:41 p.m. The attic room. Huh, not bad. There's a shovel over there. So this... Oh, it's to be our new office, yes. Our office? I thought we were supposed to live here. I rather like the sound of that. Oh, me too. It's simply wonderful, isn't it? Oh, I hope you can see this, Kazuma. It's only a small step. But I like to think we're getting a little closer to your dream now. Oh, so, my dear fellows, do you like the place? Oh, he looks dashing without his coat. Ah, Mr. Sholmes. Ah, yes, thank you so much. Oh, I like his vest. Oh, it's a delightful room, Mr. Sholmes. I simply adore it. Good. I'm pleased to hear it. Iris and I are delighted to welcome you. Oh, I hope everyone's hungry. It's nearly time for dinner. We'll eat as soon as Mr. Natsume arrives. We have a lot to celebrate. Oh, Iris, you must let me help you. Alright then, Susie. You can be in charge of the 7th. Splendid. So, Mr. Naruto, how does it feel to have your own office in the capital? It's very exciting, actually. I can't help wondering what adventures await us. Ha 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 ha! Those were precisely my sentiments when I first established my office at these premises. Until I discovered the dark truth about the city of London, that is. Wait, what? Sorry, what? London is a glorious place, full of wonder, opportunity, prosperity, and mirth. But the brightest of lights casts the darkest of shadows. Shadows? What do you mean? Well, I believe you're well aware of the murkiness that lies behind London's facade already. So, once again, Mr. Naruhodo. Welcome to London. Of course, at the time, I had no idea of the significance of those words Mr. Sholmes so casually spoke. But it wasn't long before my turn came to lift the facade and see the true depth of the murk that lay behind it. Oh dear, so ominous. At least, you know, Mr. Natsumi is free. Alright. I'm glad we could save Mr. Natsumi. That's one thing. A good thing we've done here. Oh, look at that. The next adventure is the Hound of the Baskervilles. Wow. Classic. Wait. What other stories do we have? Oh, we only have 2 more stories. Oh dear, no. Wait, no, we only have... It's the last one. No. Already? The adventure of the unspeakable story. The Hound of the Baskervilles. A hound it was, but not such a hound as any mortal has ever seen. Its eyes glowed with a smouldering glare. The whole of its ox-sized body was outlined with white-hot flames. Man. We'll see what this is all about in due time. I was wondering if I was gonna play another game while I had COVID, but maybe we'll just finish this one. I mean, it's only 1 story left. We'll see. I'll see how I feel about that. Alright then. In the meantime, you know, do better than me and stay safe. Take care. And I hope to see you soon. Bye.